We are now live.
All right, brother.
Mm. A ton. A ton.
TGIF once again, huh?
Uh,
Um, Look, Craig Robinson, a little bit of everything. Down there, you see this?
yeah. What's been up with you, cuz?
Oh man, chilling, man. Long week, hot. The heat been making it treacherous. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, been a solid week.
That's what's up. I I went on vacation, and I came back. I went back to work Monday, and it's been hellacious at work. It's been almost nonstop.
Uh,
So I got back and I was thinking, man, I might have to take another 20 days. Oh,
my bad.
no, you good? I was about to say, oh no, it's just me. But yeah, I was about to take another 20 days because they got ridiculous.
My bad. Just trying to get all set up here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
I got my partner over. You know what I'm saying?
that's what's up. He gonna get on with us?
I don't know. He over here drinking his Crown Apple, so anything light.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's what's up.
So,
You should have hollered at Ted and told Ted to come through and hop on with us.
it was unexpected. Big John,
Yeah.
yeah, Big John was just out and about. He say, "Man, I'm over on the south, man. What you on?" I'm like, "I'm finna do the podcast." He like, "Man, I sit in the background, man. I'm out here." I'm like, "My drinking partner." You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. This my drinking partner.
You still ain't
Water.
messing with him?
I ain't on it yet, cuz.
Come on, cuz
I can't do it. Jamaica, man. Jamaica. It was all inclusive, and once you start tipping, they start pouring thick,
oh yeah,
and
and they remember you.
yeah, and it got to the point to where I like one night I can't remember the whole night in its entirety. It's just like snippets of what happened. Yeah, and my woman was like, "You don't remember doing this? You don't remember saying that?" I was like, "Nah."
So when we get to a little segment and you know what I'm saying, on one of our topics or whatever I should say, I'll tell you about one of my experience on one of them on one of my spots that I love to go to, you know what I'm saying? And I always have one night like that, Jig.
Yeah.
It's usually the second night because I wake up and for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all I'm drinking is margaritas, you know what I'm saying? So we get to that a little bit later on, you know.
What's up, Jenny? Nah, it wasn't the day at the dealer. That was a whole nother thing. I had to go to the dealership last week, I believe it was. And yeah, I think I told everybody because on my car I could get services. And like the radio station they was playing was killing it.
You was turned up, I bet.
They
You was in that mud. It took you back to 99, huh?
I'm out here in the boonies, so I'm in and out. But it was last Thursday. Look, I might go back up to the dealership and just hang out to party because them jokers got to playing that juvie. It took everything in me not to hop up on the desk and turn it out. I was gonna get them cats a full concert. Then they got to
Don't
playing
do it.
Genuine. It's like, oh yeah, y'all asking for it.
You
Y'all
finna hit
asking. Oh, good. It was gonna be all middle-aged, grown ass man smelling like cocoa butter and frustration with a fake microphone on top of somebody's desk, killing it.
Don't do it.
Hey, it's gonna get it.
Right.
They was finna get him. My
Right.
kids got to having a dance battle.
How was karaoke last night? Did y'all go?
So we went, but they didn't do karaoke. They just had the bar open. And again, I was like, oh no, I'm not. I can't even.
What up, Keon?
Don't pull it up. Hey, Kiana. Like, nah. They were like, hey, Glass, you want? I don't want nothing but some water. Pour up some water.
Was you
That's
been back
all.
home? What, a week now? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Mhm.
I think 2 weeks.
2 weeks since you've been back from Jamaica. Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what day we got back. I can't even remember because I ended up getting COVID.
I need to take it to the church.
Right. So however long I've been back, I ain't been on it. I have not been on it. I ain't been with it. I just been taking my time. But I might get a drink next week. We'll see.
We'll see. Take it easy, bro. You know
It
that.
ain't no rush. I'm still living at Jamaica out, and it was a beast. It was a beast. Plus, they will be having karaoke next week, so I probably will. Get a double Jameson on the rocks and grab the microphone, do a little Maxwell, LeBron McKnight,
Gotcha.
Tears for Fears, some Stained.
They got a couple versus battles that's in the works that's supposed to be brewing. I seen the Cash Money verse, No Limit. I think that'll be dope for the culture. Yeah, that'll be, man. I think that'll be. Yeah, I don't know if it was real. I ain't really check into it, but I seen a little advertising about that. You know what I'm saying? And they still pushing that Usher and Chris Brown. I think them two will be so beautiful for the culture.
That'll be pretty raw. That'll be pretty raw. Give me 1 second. Yes, Lonnie.
Yeah, do your thing.
I did.
Yeah, Usher say he don't do it, but he just killed this with studios, little small studio room or whatever. Oh man, he killed it. And you know what I'm saying? Just got bangers. And he's a vocalist. You know what I'm saying? So
no, that last
my bad. Which one?
Chris Brown and Usher.
Oh yeah. They ran out, left the damn door open. It's 105 degrees outside.
He is, man.
And they just
Usher versus Breezy, Genie. That'll be one for the culture.
Yeah, I watch Usher and Breezy, but I want to see that No Limit and
Cash Money.
Cash Money.
That'd be huge. I think that'd be nice.
Yeah.
And it gotta be in New Orleans.
Oh yeah.
It gotta be.
It gotta
be.
That should have been on here. Yeah. That should have been on here.
I'm doing my live, baby.
So yeah, we got a couple topics tonight for y'all. We're gonna talk about Craig Robinson and a couple incidents at these concert series that's been popping up lately, because that ain't been the only incident at the Craig Robinson thing. We're gonna talk about Miss Burrows and T.D Jakes and how the Saints are kind of upset with these Christian folks, and over what they've been voicing lately and what their topic's been about. So we get into that. So
yeah, with that being said, let's go. I love this guy. I love this dude.
Oh yeah,
Craig Robinson. He's a quality guy. I like his comedy too, and he's a bit of a musician, oddly enough. And he's got a dope series about I can't remember what it's about, but it's for kids, and I've watched it with my kids before. It's dope. I love it. It's like he talks about history and he does it from a kid's perspective, so they actually understand and learn what's going on. But a few days, a week or two ago, I think it was about a week ago, his stand-up show out in North Carolina. There was a gunman that walked in the club and pretty much threatened to shoot stuff up. Fortunately, everybody got evacuated with nobody being harmed. And from what I read, I thought I looked something else back up, but I've been reading a lot lately. But from what I looked, I was really focused on this Kim Burrell and T.D Jakes stuff. But from what I read, last thing I read about it, it said that the gunman let off one shot and then just dipset.
Yeah.
So it wasn't nothing like crucial, but this is becoming a theme and a habitual thing that's happening is somebody rushing the stage, a gunman walking up in some type of show. All this type of thing is becoming prevalent in everyday society.
Right. Like, shoot, just in the 3rd of April out in Dallas, they had that mass shooting. They left 11 wounded and 1 dead. So just last week at Yo Gotti concert, it was a shooting. A guy walked in upset about whatever dispute he had at home or whatever, and came to the club to the concert and let off a round and hit one. So it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
People going out every day for entertainment and just trying to enjoy themselves. And just the other day, you heard about the mall shooting. Guy opened up fire in the mall. Lucky an armed citizen was in there and took him down. It's crazy out here.
It's ridiculous. I don't know what people are going through that's pushing them or getting them to this point to just saying, you know what, I'm finna go grab a thumping. I'm finna go hit a crowd up real quick and see what happens.
Right.
Are people that starved for attention or do they think nobody's hearing them? And if that's the case, they need to call somebody. They need to be on somebody's couch, and their family members need to be involved with each other to figure out, what's actually going on.
Everybody got issues.
Hey, we all got problems. You all right, bro. We all got problems.
We do. But you think about right. You can't take it out on everybody else, and you think about how we grew up and the proportion of these types of things happening during that time frame versus what's going on now. And I don't know if it's a lot of I don't know if it's people being paid off by different organizations to continue these types of acts to coincide. And this is just the conspiracy part, right? To line up or coincide with political views or if people are really just out here on a whole nother level. Because we didn't some of the worst things that happened when we were kids that were like this was like not Jeffrey Dahmer, but McVeigh, Timothy McVeigh.
Yeah.
The
type of shit these guys got now, boy.
Come on, hop on so we can hear you and see you.
Hell yeah. We live every time we speak, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't worry about voicing your opinion. You can come on.
Yeah.
I can slide over.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Come on, hop on, fam. You already here. You're a part of it. You're a part of it.
We down one today, so hey, you can fill in if you please,
Right. But yeah, I don't know what it is with our society that this is becoming a common theme. And one of the issues that I'm having with it outside of the act itself, but people simply saying, well, it's mental health issues. It's more than just mental health issues. It's more than just mental health issues. Yeah. That's a huge proponent and a part of it also, but it's even deeper than that. What's going on, Cecil? What's happening?
Yeah.
Dang, Facebook got you again.
Facebook got him again.
What you do this time?
He should know the rules by now, man. I ain't trying to hear that from Big C.
Yeah, they gonna kick him completely off of Facebook altogether. He ain't gonna have no Facebook, no Instagram, no YouTube, everything. He gonna be kicked off of everything. What's going on, Eddie?
What up, fam?
You got it. I'm glad. Welcome in. So yeah, I don't know what it is with our society. I'd hate to just simply say, well, COVID had us so isolated that now that we're able to kind of get back to each other that this is a just like a backlash of suppression or what? I don't know.
I don't know, man. COVID should have gave people a lot of time to really reevaluate themselves and just really think about some stuff. You know, I don't. Hey, when we were sitting back in the crib, it was just that's what it was. It wasn't nothing but you and your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? If anybody you was mad at was your kids because y'all stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, every room I go in, one of y'all in here. You know what I'm saying? Like that was it. But
Yeah.
it should have gave people a lot of time to reevaluate themselves.
Right. You know, I know I during COVID and even now, like you were saying, I'd have my kids and we couldn't really go nowhere, interact with anybody. So it was just us all day, every day. So we go outside and fly the drone for a little bit. I barbecue for a little bit. We go hit the park and hang out. But after a while, I was like, I'm gonna have to give some adult time. Let me go hide. I'm gonna just go hide in the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, all I hear is, Dad, what are you doing? What do you think I'm doing, man?
Right.
I'm just trying to breathe. Are you almost finished?
I found myself out in the garage, so I know what you're talking about, girl.
Right. Dad, what do you can I come? No, you can't come in. No, just wait until I'm finished, man.
And like you say, my wife wants some adult time, so I'm the only adult in the vicinity, so I gotta get all that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
yeah. And that was during the time, like my son, he still don't like sleeping by himself, but I put him in the bed. As soon as I lay down, I feel him like walking in my room and he'll hang it on the side of the bed. I try to act like I don't see him. He'll hop in the bed and kick me off the bed. It was the worst of times, essentially. But I did get me to the point to where I was like, let me go get a thumping and just walk into this crowd because I can't take this shit no more. It didn't
correct.
So I don't know what people are going through that's pushing them to these lengths.
We do better.
America, do better.
Mm-hmm.
Do better. Stop it with the foolishness.
What about these church folks out here, though, man?
Speaking of, that's taking us to our next topic. What is going on, saints?
Man,
what is happening?
They got the world on fire right now. Some of their comments, don't they?
Look, this young lady right here,
highly pissed off. No, man, that ain't how the Saints talk.
Go ahead and lead us into this one.
All right, we'll kick it off with Miss Kim. As we know, she's a well-known singer. You know, been done acts with like Nelly, Billy Ocean, like all the tops as well as gospel. You know, she was a guest speaker at where is that? She was a guest speaker at a church.
Yeah,
and she just got the talking, you know, sideways to some extent. You know what I'm saying? Just pretty much shaming folks. Talk about PPP loans, COVID, and yeah, joking about COVID. Some of y'all in here with masks and y'all ain't vaccinated, but it's okay. You know, and just pretty much calling people ugly and broke.
Oh, she was doing people in. She was doing people in. She was going hard, and then like she was trying to do it on a slick. Right. I listened to the video like 2 or 3 times, just peeping out what she was doing. And it was mad. It was flat craziness the way she was going in. And she didn't point anybody out directly, but she was out there in the ether. She was out there in the ether. So I do have a clip, Eddie, and I'm a bit hesitant to play it because last time we played something on our podcast, Facebook booted us. we got Cecil'd. I ain't even calling to go to jail no more. I'm calling to get Cecil'd. Right. So at one point what she said was I just had it on the tip of my tongue. She
Yeah.
started in. She mentioned PPP loans, and how she got on PPP loans is she what's going on, big bruh? She thanked the pastor for being at the church, right? And then she looked at the other pastors and was like, "I'm not as expensive as you might think I am." And somehow that segued into getting money, being able to get paid from people's PPP loans.
Y'all should have some more money left over from y'all PPP loan.
Yeah, and it was she was trying to be slick, and people laughing or whatever, but they ain't really thinking about what she's saying. So she continues on, and yeah, it was arrogant. It was horribly arrogant. Horribly arrogant.
That's how I took it. Like she was holier than thou, you know, like she was queen, you know. I could she was even when she was speaking on calling people ugly, you know, but I ain't picked nobody out yet. I ain't said nobody ugly yet, you know what I'm saying? But some of y'all wearing these hat tied and that ugly, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like everything she was doing was it wasn't holy, man. It wasn't sanctified, you know what I'm saying?
It was. I mean, if she was standing in place for Craig Robinson, she would have been okay, right? If it was at a comedy club,
Right.
she would
Shots
have been
fired.
cool. But she a
Right.
guest speaker at somebody's church, and then after that, she actually goes into singing a song. And I didn't even listen to the song. I was laughing at what she was saying and how she was getting stuff off on people, right? And she was like, because sometimes people just don't like to hear the truth. And she was talking about how the pastor actually gives the truth to them. And sometimes he gives out hard truth. And she was like, if you're ugly, so you can't. People just can't always take it. If you tell them that they ugly,
Right.
like she's just calling these folks ugly. And then that's when she got into. See, some of y'all got on these hats in here. Y'all, you covered up. I mean, I'm not talking about anybody. Y'all still good. Y'all dress. You look good. And then she goes on to say, I'm not talking about materialistic stuff, but the majority of what she was talking about was materialistic stuff.
Right. She's talking about it was just choices. It's not materials, it's choices.
Right.
But like you say, the basis of her conversation was material stuff. And it's crazy because, you know what I'm saying? Oh, so social media started blasting her going crazy with the memes and everything, putting her out there and how she used to look like a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Now you didn't she had tuckers on gastric, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? She all types of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So now you looking different. Now you banging on people.
right.
Don't do that, sister. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that, sis.
It's too late. She did, and then she tried to come back with an apology. But the first apology, the letter was so full of bullshit, it's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Then she blamed the ugliness at the end of the letter on a lawyer, saying that the lawyer told her to put it in there, just so people know what's her. And I was like, this, what she's saying ain't make no sense. So then she had to come back with another apology. Come on, man. This is
She apologizing and she's suing. Are you suing people and you what you talking about? You gonna sue people?
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's
my
going
bad.
to
I started reading sir comment. My bad.
Yeah. She's going to sue people if they say something about her character, but she's the one that put herself out there like that.
Correct.
So I agree with this, and this arrogance can be traced back to minor psychological position that has achieved on the world stage, and that's exactly what it is. It's so far off of.
Hey, hold up. Hey, sir, don't come on here using them big old words. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You go from basketball, smashball to these what tools? Minor
Football,
physical,
football.
logical. No, bro, don't come over here doing that. You see what I'm saying? No, sir, my guy.
But people like her is one of the reasons why I stepped out of religion.
Correct.
That is the exact reason. She's the epitome of those type of people. That the haughtiness, the dogmatic, those who they manipulate scripture and they move away from the spirit of the law. They want to stick to the letter of the law. They begin to become what the Bible calls whitewashed sepulchres, and then they are the ones in power quote unquote authority and position, while you got the laymen who are being crushed continuously by their bad dogmatic practices that don't point to what, you know, but it doesn't point to what the religion is trying to get them to understand. It takes them completely away from it. So that's my take on it.
Look, there you go again. Ritualistic influence. Look at that. We didn't even talk about basketball today. He got all first thing he said was basketball, basketball. So I'm gonna have I'm gonna have a full lineup next week. I'm gonna watch
Right.
some gear and everything, and it's gonna be all sports for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, she is the epitome of one of the reasons why I absolutely moved away from organized religion.
A lot of folks, man, a lot of people feel like they are always judged, and just that's well, I speak on myself. That's how I felt in the church setting. Like it was always judgment because I wasn't really a saint, like you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, like the average churchgoer would think you were. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that guy, but I pray, I believe, I do everything I think I'm supposed to be doing, and that's the way I thought I was supposed to be living. But I always felt like it was judgment under that house. You know what I'm saying?
when you have people like Kim Burrell who are given the microphone in the pulpit that will say you have to screen your friends. Do you living in a trailer or you living in a house? How long? How long you been broke? Right, that type of stuff actually justifies exactly what you're saying, because that is nothing less than haughty judgment that
Correct.
she was riding on. Like, yeah, she's a multimillionaire, got it, and God bless her for it. Can't take nothing away from her gift, but Jesus jumped up. Is this the look of it at this point? You know, just because you made your millions, now we broke and we ugly and we on PPP loans.
Right.
Damn. I tell you what, if that's what it is, I don't want their toxic type of Jesus, because that's what it is to me.
Yeah.
So, Kimberell, if you ever come across this, do better. Know that you gave your apologies, but you shouldn't have even allowed a lot of that to come out of your mouth. So they do.
Correct.
They do. Absolutely. Absolutely. And she's a singer. Pulpit, that's not where she should be hanging out at, to me personally. But I don't go to church. So now, on another note, another guy, T.D. Jakes. There's a lot of upset people with T.D. Jakes, and it's based off of this sermon right here. Real men pour in. So I sent you I sent you a link for that yesterday. I don't know if you watched it.
Oh yeah, I watched.
What did you think about it?
Basically, I thought that he was correct in a sense, in a lot of sense. When if you actually listen to him, especially how he broke scripture down, as well as broke down like the physical body of man, woman. You know what I'm saying? Broke down. Um, Let me put it into words. He gave women a props. You know what I'm saying? Talked about how we have some, they'll take it and multiply it, make it greater, you know, things of that nature. It wasn't all bashed. I don't think he bashed the woman at all. I think he said that pretty much that women make men weak. Like if we got to come ask for like lunch money or something, you know what I'm saying? Or if you come home every day and you tell me that you don't need me, you know, things of that nature. Why are you being the aggressor in the situation. Why are you being more of a male? You are not my homeboy. You are my wife. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, I got a lot of things from it, so I'm all over the place right now because I got a lot of it. I'm trying to throw it all out at one time,
Well,
but so we come back to it.
let's break it down a little bit. I don't personally too much care to listen to T.D Jakes. Um, Never really have. I'm not a mega church pastor. Never have been a mega church pastor type of follower. I don't believe in them. I don't believe that that's the way. If you're a Christian, I don't believe that that's the way the Bible intended the church to look.
Correct.
Mega churches and the monies that people are pumping into them, and I can go on for days about the misnomer of the mega church and how it actually affects Christianity. Another story for another time. But on this particular topic, however, there's a lot that I did agree with from T.D. Jakes. One of the things that he was saying directly when he still began to talk about how women are being raised to be men. Going back to what you were saying, and he began to mention the characteristics. Women are taught to be aggressive. Women have begun to be taught to be mean, nasty, aggressive, essentially horribly competitive, and simply looking at the corporate ladder. And he also went on to say, so when you come home, they begin to brag about how they don't need the man. And
Right.
one of the things that we do as men is we feel a purpose. We provide a need, and we provide for that need, and we take care of that need, and we are the providers or protectors, so on and so forth. And he began to correlate that with Christ loving the church, and how women begin to say, I don't need a man, I'm independent. And the husband's supposed to love the wife like Christ loved the church, but he goes on to say the charge that was given to men was to essentially be ready and prepared to lay down your life for your wife. But
And
if
not
you're
vice
not
versa.
giving, if you're not giving that man that space, how can he pour into you? Because men are supposed to pour into women, and women take what we pour into them. They take what we give to them, and they multiply it in their very feminine way, right? But we've gotten away from that. So now we've got more men who are being raised like to be horribly. And this is my part of it, right? This is my personal part of it. We're getting more men who are being raised, or boys, honestly, males who are being raised to be so apart or in tune or in touch with the feminine side of themselves that they forget that they're supposed to be masculine.
Correct.
They go out, and men have begun to spend money and go shopping like women used to, blowing money on clothes, on shoes, on jewelry, getting their hair done, getting their nails done, and doing all these feminine traits. Males are beginning to actually take that mantle on, and the women are actually doing the opposite and
Correct.
push us out of the picture. And that's what's wrong. Part of what's wrong with the culture is
Man.
we're zeroing each other out, fighting against each other for no real reason, not understanding the need that we have for each other, because both of these halves make the whole.
Correct. The balance in the household is pretty much what I got out of it. The
Yeah.
structure, you know what I'm saying? Like, man do this, woman do this. It's been like that forever. It don't matter if she makes more money, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't about the money like we was talking about in the Kim situation where she was talking about finance and everything. It wasn't about that in the situation with T.D. Jakes. He was talking about on a household and raising a family, like the structure, like man lead pretty much, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people take that as, well, you know what I'm saying? He ain't my daddy, or you know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but I can speak on this household. Like, my wife wait on me to lead, you know what I'm saying? She wait on my direction to, and not saying she, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
she's super submissive or she's following me, she just follow my lead pretty much because she wait on the decision. And if I say this, then she like he was saying, she'll take that idea, she'll roll with what I roll with, and she'll make that shit greater and
Yeah,
way better. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and
he
it's
hit
so
on so many points.
yeah, it's this man talk tonight since we don't have our cohort with us, so it's all
Yeah,
man talk, right?
man
So
talk. So women just took it like they just took in, it was pretty much selective hearing what they were doing. They
yeah,
were tuning in
absolutely.
on what they wanted to hear, like, oh no, and they attacked them on instead of what I'm saying, listening to it all, keeping the whole message that he presented. Like it was, like I say, like I don't know the script of the Bible like you do, Jig, but the scripture he was breaking down, he was breaking it down. You know what I'm saying? And like outside of the scripture, you know what I'm saying? So he gave it to you on so many platforms saying the same thing,
Yeah,
and people just wasn't resonating the message.
they can't. So what I found, and there was another guy that I was listening to on TikTok earlier today, and his question was, and this is speaking directly again to the coaches, just simple man talk. But his question was, are black women ready for black men to lead, and will they allow it? Right? And like I feel sorry for this generation because they're so confused. So
Mhm.
a lot of the just to answer this question right here, sir, what were the women griping about? So there were a lot of I did that pretty quick. My bad. I didn't give anybody a chance to read the actual. So what the women were griping about is the quote unquote new age woman, right? Who has all of this independence. Is her vibrato has become I don't need a man, right? And I'm not going to let a man lead me. And why do I need to be submissive? And why do I all these feminine traits that you expect? What makes you deserve them? Why should I act like that for you? Essentially, that was their gripe. When he began to actually, and again, this is one of the few things that I agree with T.D. Jakes on the way he was actually teaching it. So when he began to break down for Christians the scripture about the man leading and the man being in charge of the household or the head of the household, not so much in charge, but the head of the household, I had to kind of take a few steps back and let's get out of my disagreements with him and listen to what he was saying because he was correct in the way that he was actually applying the scripture to those different those different fights, as it
Yeah,
were. So I feel sorry for this generation and these last few generations, the ones like the 18 to 20, 25-year-old generation, because they have a long way to go with understanding the need that men and women have for each other. They have gone so far away from understanding and knowing who they are that they've allowed everything and everybody else to define who and what their relationship is supposed to look like.
yeah.
They don't even understand their sex, their gender.
That's what I was about to say. I think in a society today where everybody got the right to be whoever they are, people are even more confused than ever. You know what I'm saying? I think people are trying to just choose things just because, what I'm saying, it's available to them now, so it's crazy how society is nowadays.
Yeah, and even some of the stuff, um, a lot of these younger generation is jumping on because it's a popular thing to do. It ain't even necessarily because that's what they believe or that's how they feel, but
It's a trend.
it's a trend, and everybody want clout. Everybody wants some type of daggone internet clout that
Yeah.
actually equates to nothing in the end, but they're willing to do it. Look at little Uzi Vert, who all of a sudden now dude's
They don't
binary.
identify. Yeah, he
Yeah,
identified.
I'm non-binary. Hey, Keith, that's my sister.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, well talk.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with that. And so there's a couple of things that I would say that goes along with that. What you're saying, Key, and that is as we grow older, what I've seen a lot of people do, especially, and it's sad at this age, but what I've seen a lot of people do is continue to blame their childhood for their actions, or they try to justify their actions now, right? And so let's hold men accountable real quick. If a dude is a piece of shit and he's got multiple different women and he's treating all of them like crap, one of the first things he'll say is, well, when I was a kid,
what else?
hey, when I was a kid, this is what happened to me, and this is why I hold women in contempt, or this is why I don't date black women, or this is why I do this, because what happened to me is I was hurt. Well, motherfucker, everybody gets hurt. And the issue that I have with that is the trauma is understandable, right? But as you grow as an adult, the decision to commit or to be a part or to propagate that type of trauma is a direct individual choice and decision at that point. People are hurting people on purpose instead of actually making a different decision not to hurt people. So, and again, this is me holding men accountable. So if we as men are continuing that trend, we're teaching the culture how to treat each other.
Right.
And we're wrong for that. We're wrong for that. I spoke too much because I ain't trying to monopolize it.
Are you good? Are you good? Like you say, man, don't nobody want to be alone at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So love is love. You need love, man. Love is so genuine, man. From your kids to a significant other. You know what I'm saying? Love is just so pure. You know what I'm saying? And don't nobody give you unconditional love, like, you know what I'm saying, like your household. You know what I'm saying? That's where your peace and balance should definitely be. So, man, everything you said I agree with everything TD said. I agree with everything you said. I'm with you. I don't want to come home and compete with my wife. You know what I'm saying? You're not one of the homeboys. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me. I love a feminine woman. It's beautiful, versus an aggressive type of individual or aggressive woman. I'm cool.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm there's a little bit of a sore spot again. Been through this, been there, done that, right? Where you have to, instead of actually being able to have a conversation with your counterpart to make a decision, it becomes an all-out battle, an all-out fight, an all-out assault. It's straight up warfare. Nobody, man or woman, nobody wants to have to deal with that when you've been out in the world all day, fighting everything that's going on outside your house, and then you got to come in the house and you still have no safety, no tranquility, no ease of life. Right. It's all stress all day, every day. That's not a good look. One of the most stressful points in times of my life is when I was in Iraq. And because it was 24/7 statics, 365, no let up whatsoever. No let up whatsoever. And I compare that to having, for anybody, man or woman, having to go back into a competitive household to where there is no peace. You can't go to sleep at the same time. You can't get on the same page. You can't parent the same way. Right. There's always this tug of war. Nobody's going to want to deal with that type of person, especially the older you get. The older you get, the less bullshit you're willing to deal with.
It's another job, man.
Right. The less you're willing to deal with. For those of us who go through the process of trying to heal, and you set boundaries, there's just some things you'll see a person starting to do and be like, yeah, nah, I'm good on you for life. And all it takes is once. So, message to the fellas, if you have experienced trauma, right, don't give that trauma to somebody else. Go and heal and make a different decision, make a different choice, and learn how to love unconditionally if that's what you're going to do. Ladies, don't be that. I'll say it like this.
Let me speak to the fellas so you get on the ladies.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
For sure. All right, fellas. And even if your woman do make more money than you, bro, it's not always a competitive thing. You know what I'm saying? It should always be that that peace, that balance, that structure. Like I always say, like, you know what I'm saying? If it's one, or you know what I'm saying, that's how it should be in the household. That's how it is over here. It's one. You know what I'm saying? Like we merge. Like so mine is hers, hers is you know what I'm saying, that old saying, you know what I'm saying, it's a true factor if you really in a house setting and not playing house, you know what I'm saying. So
Right. Shit, let my woman make more money than me. I'm gonna be at her gig. I'm taking her lunch. She ain't got to worry about waking up to make her own cup of coffee. She ain't got to worry about. I got you, boo. I got
hey,
you. Like,
it's
nah, go ahead and
handled.
go to bed. I clean that up in the morning. You good? Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
It's handled.
You got something to do tomorrow. I need to
I'm
be
gonna
your
go.
cheerleader.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go upstairs and tonight and ask if I can be a stay-at-home dad. You know what I'm saying? Or something.
Look,
See how that go out, work
right.
out.
You want me to run you a bath? You need a bath? If you don't want to wash yourself, I got you. I can take care of you. Baby, I don't want you stressed out. You got to deal with. You got to make this money. You got
Right.
bills to pay, and I want to go on vacation. And so, ladies, at a certain the only thing that one of the biggest things that men, I'm not talking about boys, I ain't talking about regular males. One of the biggest things that men want in their house is peace. And if you are the tool that disrupts that peace, you're going to be the tool that's cast aside. And you will not be used. You will not be a part of that team. That's a good quote, sir.
That is right on, sir. And what you were saying, G, I agree.
Man, so just be careful, ladies, when you jump into that, I'm just the most independent thing in the world, and I don't need no man. First off, fellas, if you hear a woman say I don't need no man, you might want to go ahead and just back off. Just take a few steps back and ask what she means by that. Ask what she means by that.
What was his first date? I don't know, man. People getting sued over first dates and stuff.
Oh,
Man, I
meant to
don't know.
remind you that.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know if people out here want to go on dates now. You know what I'm saying?
right. So I wanted us to talk about that, and I forgot to put it down as one of our topics. But if anybody didn't know, there is a real life court case where a gentleman and a lady were supposed to go on a date. And just me listening to some things a little further, apparently what happened is he ended up standing her up. So this happened in 2020. So she's suing him to the tune of $10,000. She's suing this man to the tune of $10,000, and it looks like it's actually going to be taken serious in court, unfortunately. In civil court.
Yeah. Go
ahead, girl.
No, I was just saying it was ridiculous. The whole case, her arguing with the judge and everything from the first case. He telling her like, you don't have no case here in my court. You have to take it to another court. And she was like perjury. She was trying to sue him for perjury and everything. And he was like, ma'am, do you know what perjury is? Like, this is not perjury. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, he lied. I know what perjury is. Like, he was like, even the judge was telling her, like, perjury is lying under oath. Like, if you took an oath or you swore in and you lied, then that's perjury. Catfishing somebody or something to that extent is not perjury, you know. But it's a crazy case.
She was telling the judge,
she's suing for defamation. She's suing for defamation. And go ahead, go.
No, yeah. So yes, it's that, and she's suing for mental anguish because she said the day that they were supposed to actually be going on a date was the anniversary of her mother's death. So since he stood her up on that date, it caused emotional distress. $10,000. No, nobody flew anywhere. No, he didn't even. They didn't have a date at all.
They didn't go on a date.
So dude dodged the bullet. First off, second off, he gonna have to get a lawyer because 10 grand for something that didn't happen. Something that didn't happen. And she
Right.
began
You
to
see,
hide.
the judge asked this man. He asked. He was like, "Do you have a lawyer?" He was like, "I didn't think it was this serious." He was like, "I didn't think he was gonna go this far." So apparently, it's going that far. So yeah,
It's
the
absolutely.
main headlines.
Y'all be careful out here in this dating scene because shit's treacherous.
Oh yeah,
It could be $10,000 treacherous. And this, I thought this was like a gag story. Nah, this is real life. It's
yeah,
real.
real.
Just go and research woman suing man for $10,000 after a first date. First date.
Don't blow y'all mind.
Yeah, he gonna have to get out the country. He got to go. So with that being said, unless you have some more to speak on with that, because
No, man. I'm married. I'm good.
facts. I got a woman in which she don't. My
I
woman
ain't,
dope as hell.
hey, you'd have been past your first date, so you good. So
Yeah, and I ain't in court for $10,000, so yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. But I think it was last week or the week before last. I can't remember. Again, I had a COVID fog. I was recommending. Yeah, I was recommending. What's going on, Egg? But I was recommending that everybody travel outside the country. Just go travel. So that leads us to our next thing. Where would you live if you left the United States of America? I thought about doing this one day, also, just throwing that out there. I thought about just getting a map and throwing a dart and traveling to wherever it
just
lands.
see, no.
Yeah, I wanted to try that, but I don't know. Some places ain't all that safe. But
Let me see that map one more time, cuz.
you want to see the map?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I got a couple spots on there.
Yeah. Where you think you got some?
You know what I'm saying? I was through mine, you hear me? That's awesome, man. I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm taking my money to Mexico. You hear me? Go play, son. Daddy, I'm going to I'm Juan Walker right now. You hear me?
Right. So Mexico is it for you, huh?
Oh man, it's beautiful. The people there, the culture, the food. I mean, it was everything. I've been twice. It's beautiful. Love it.
Didn't your wife learn how to speak Spanish?
Oh yeah, man. Oh, so she was down there just speaking for it, man. I got video and everything. Like it was. I started doing the Duolingo and everything, but my spelling is horrible. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was telling sir, he using these big old words that I can't pronounce. My spelling is horrible, so I'm trying to learn another language, and they spelling it. They got babies, and come a. I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to put GS and all this G. I'm like, it was throwing me off, but outside of that, I got a translator, like you say, so I go to Mexico.
So Mexico is it? That's the only place.
Like I'm with Egg. I go meet to Germany. Oh man, y'all should see my list. I got all three of them. I got Japan, Germany, and Mexico.
Okay. All right. Hey, Key out Japan. Hey, big things. So Eddie, you south of the border too, huh?
Japan, Mexico, and
that's what's up, cuz.
Germany. I got all three of them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Japan, yeah. So again, coming on the heels of Jamaica, I am not opposed to living in Jamaica, especially with the conversion rate, the dollar to their Jamaican dollar. Like I think I pulled out $200 and it was like 30 grand or something like that. I'm like, what? I'm through here balling because their conversion rate is like 0.006. Oh, so earlier, sir, we were talking about Craig Robinson because his last show in North Carolina had a gunman walk in. A gunman walked in. Nobody got hurt. Everybody left. Everybody left the club, and then dude fired off a round, and I guess he walked out with nobody being arrested just yet. I'm not sure. But yeah, I was down in Jamaica killing it. I done hit that ATM and got them little Jamaican dollars. You couldn't tell me. I went to the bar and was like, hey, you need a tip, right? We tipping today, huh? We tipping, yeah, we tipping today. Let me give you about 1,500. Let me give you about 1,500, killer. Pull it up.
Right.
Pull it
So
up.
Egg talking about this, blah, blah, blah. But there's riches in them countries, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them people, hey, you come there, like I say, when we was in Mexico, we watched the American dollar fluctuate from like $18 to $20 a day. You know what I'm saying? So for every $1, it was $18 to $20. That was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, I was what? Boy, I started speaking Spanish too that weekend.
Mira,
Amigo.
uno cerveza, uno más.
I just need to learn how to say margarita. You know what I'm saying?
You just said it.
I did. That's what I say. I just need to learn how to say margarita going down there. So I was good. And
But
then
yeah.
the street meat was, oh my goodness. I mean, you just walking and the street meat, people riding on bikes with street meat. You walking and people, we skeptic. We like, hold on, there's somebody crib. But then we seeing the tourist activity going in and out this crib. And people walking out, they got taco sauce all, just sauce all on the side they, because it was just straight taco. It wasn't no sauce or none of that. No, you know what I'm saying? It's just straight beef, cheese, little cilantro, you know what I'm saying? Go on about your way. Simple.
Yeah, I like Mexico too. Like I was telling you yesterday, Ensenada is dope.
Oh, okay.
Dope. I absolutely love it. And like you said, couple of bucks, you're gonna get to where you want to be.
I would like to visit Africa and Cuba. I never, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about living outside of, you know what I'm saying? But that'd be great. That'd be a great cultural, like.
So I plan on going to Africa. I just gotta I gotta get prepared because you gotta get a ton of shots to go to Africa. And I'm scared to death of needles. Scared to death. But
oh, stop it, man. That thick skin you got, bro.
No, I don't do I don't do needles. Never
Did we talk about Australia?
We did talk about Australia, and Australia would be nice to visit, but like one of the things you got to remember with Australia, first off, them bastards is racist just like Americans, and their community, their population, literally the majority of the white people that are in Australia, their family line is from convicts. Because when Britain colonized Australia, what they did is they changed their prison system in Europe, and what they did is they took the worst convicts that they had, sent them to Australia to imprison them. And after a while, they relinquished the prison system, and them bastards was just out in the streets. They was just out in the economy. So that's how Australia got its colonized population, quite honestly. So you still have to deal with a lot of the racism, and the honest truth is, what's going on, brother Jerron? The honest truth is I'm just sick of dealing with people in other cultures who are so afraid of not just who they are, but who we are, that they've got to figure out how to hate us, how to destroy us, how to continue to kill us. And I don't have time for that in my life. I don't. And I don't want my kids there either. So Ghana, Colombia, I'd go to Colombia, Mexico, Jamaica.
Yeah.
I'd go to Ireland because I'm gonna visit Ireland too. I'd move to Ireland, all those different places.
Yeah, we talked about Australia because we was like, they got everything that'll kill you down there.
Oh yeah.
So we leaving the concrete jungle here in South St. Louis, and then we going to Australia where you got spiders, multiple snakes. You know what I'm saying?
That
Gators. I
damn,
mean, like, what's not down there that's gonna kill you?
that damn trees will kill you. Their vegetation will kill you in Australia. I'm good. I don't want to
Right.
accidentally be walking across the grass and not see one of them little deadly ass plants and step on it. And I'm dead. I didn't move out here for that. Yeah, the bugs and the snakes and the creeping things, man. Hey, look, Australia is
Cool.
that place is wild. I don't want it. But one thing's for sure, if I'm able to, and if I'm able to continue living and I retire, I will not be living in the United States of America for the rest of my life. France, nah, they're too closely tied to Western culture as well as Spain. I'm trying to kind of get away from Westernized culture, and I know the influence globally is ridiculous, but the less Westernized culture I have, the better I feel, quite honestly. So,
Fuck them bulls.
yeah, because I took French I took French in grade school, I took French in junior high, I took French in high school, and I took French in college.
Then my pale Terry, you know what I'm saying? I took a little French too, you know what I'm saying? I took a little French, and like I am a little bilingual, you know.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I used to be pretty fluent in French, but I'm not like I used to. Amsterdam, I don't know if I need
I
to
would
go
love
to
to
Amsterdam.
visit. I think that'll be a great spot to visit, but I don't know about living in Amsterdam.
Ooh, we should plan that. I don't know if I can go yet though.
Nah, wait till you retire so we can enjoy it all.
Yeah. Japan.
Japan.
Sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, to answer that, Japan. I was in South Korea, and oddly enough, although
You
we
said
are
what Asian land bases are Afro friendly.
So South Korea, I actually had a pretty good time in South Korea. It smelled funny, but I still had fun.
My brother-in-law, his brother, he left her, man. He been a Marine for 30-some years, but he always stayed and open out with Japan. He said he ain't never coming back. He love it. He's staying in Japan, so he'll never come back. So
I don't blame him. It's the United States of America is getting absolutely ridiculous.
what's Cecil talking about? If she ain't making more than me, he done went back on the
I think so.
See, he one of them men that the women be talking about. Come on, see, let's talk about it. I'm not the same.
Sometimes you got to calm down, and if she got the capability of making more money, let her get out there and do her thing.
Yeah. You shouldn't feel less of a man in that situation. It should be a wait a minute, man. You all over the board now.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going with this, Cecil. I don't
This
know.
probably why you think you're getting banned, man. You be making rational decisions, and you just be blurting out stuff, and then you come back and look, cast away like Tom Hanks. Look, you gonna leave it alone. All right, big dog.
So those are the topics. Let's get to our last and favorite. What got you effed up this week? These jokers right here. I don't know what they thinking. All I know is somebody gonna die. Whoever came up with that idea, man, that's not a good look.
No, that's spot on right there. That's spot on right there. When your goddamn boss try to make you do some shit he ain't gonna do. The boss the one in the blue shirt holding the ladder. I can tell you right now. Going out there, bro. It's safe. Hey, look here.
He doomed.
Yeah.
Doomed.
That's what got me effed up. Because I ain't been in that situation with dude in the red ladder.
He is not making it out of there with them cargo shorts. Facts.
I'm like, hold on, bro. Go what? Where? You gonna be where? Where you gonna be? You gonna hold the ladder while? No.
With
that's
one hand?
Yeah.
this with one hand. I ain't even seen you do a push-up.
Bosses always try to get you to do. T, I wouldn't have you do nothing I haven't done before.
Go
Look
do it.
here, look here, look
Let
here,
me see you
amigo.
do it
Hey,
first.
that's something you done before. That don't mean everybody needs to experience that. Like I'm
Right.
not with that. I'm
Don't give
not.
me
I'm
no
not.
traumas.
You're not finna put me up in the skidster and I'm finna cut some wire out the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? In the bucket of the skidster to cut some wire out the ceiling. And you got all these machines to look at. No. Do better. That's
And
what
do
got me effed up this week. Bosses that do stuff that they know they ain't done before and try to get you to do. Look,
look at that one more
blue,
time.
blue shirt ass boss right there.
Yeah, dude in the blue is the boss. Look at the weight difference with one arm. Now he
Right.
ain't catching nothing if that ladder go down.
They definitely would have, and then they would have tried to throw me out there. Oh, T, you the lighter one. You know what I'm saying? Once you go get, we'll hold you up. Nah, bro.
I ain't with it. I ain't with
Can't get down like that.
it. So let's try and figure out how to plan an international trip. So hey, if y'all got your passports in the comments, put a 1. Put a 1. If you
I
got
put
your passport. I got my
a,
passport.
I got my
Finally,
pass.
thank you, Maya. I
Mm.
finally got my passport. It only took
Thank
40
you, Kiana. Hey, boy. Hey, thank you, Kiana. Hey, because the brother was, hey, because I would have had so many stamps, because my wife always, she like, hey, can I get your passport, baby? But I'm Southside cat. I got my birth certificate. You
Right.
hear me? I'm good. I'm internationally pimping. You hear me? That's all. Boom, I flash my birth certificate and keep rolling. You hear me? But now
Oh,
the stamps are so beneficial to me now. I be like, I got one stamp in my book. You hear me?
because I was so upset because I ain't even put the stamp in my book. I
Oh,
don't
when
know
you
if
went to
you gotta
Jamaica?
ask for it.
Yeah, you can go. Yeah, they do it in like a mailbox or certain places that, you know what I'm saying? Like usually at the resort, they got somewhere that they can stamp it for you.
I'm
But
gonna
yeah,
have
man, I'm
next
so
time.
mad.
Next time I gotta find a stamp. I said that now I'm looking for my passport.
I done got like 14 international
Oh, it's in my book
trips
bag.
under my belt. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
what's up.
I got one stamp.
Yeah, I gotta. Well, so bloodliners, if we were to take an international trip, where would y'all like to go? Where would y'all like to go?
On the trip, I would like to go somewhere like Greece.
Where?
Greece?
Greece?
Yeah, I
Mykonos?
see the. I
All
always
right.
see the. Um, uh, it began with S. Centrenio, oh, God dog. What?
Sicily? No, not Sicily. That starts with a
No,
C.
no, it's
Uh
Centelio or something like that. Greece. Sarantini. Sarantini,
oh,
Greece.
okay.
Man, that looks so beautiful, cuz. There you
Eddie
go,
got
cuz. It looks so beautiful.
Santorini.
What up, sis?
Hey Ricky. So Eddie. Oh, you been to Greece, Key? Damn. I know you've been to Iceland. I want to go to Iceland. I gotta be honest. I want to go
Yeah,
to
cuz.
Iceland.
I'm bougie. I'm bougie. I like, you know what I'm saying? I like nice travel, nice
Damn right.
nice stuff.
Damn right. Okay, Santorini. Tokyo. We got Santorini, Tokyo. Where else? Where else would y'all like to go? I want to get out of the country for a
Cuz,
year.
where would you go? Where would you go?
Dubai?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dubai is one of the spots I want.
Big John say Dubai also. He Keanu said the same
I
thing.
heard like Dubai. I heard about.
All
They
right.
got too many rules down there for me. I do too much stuff.
Yeah, they it's not America, that's for sure. They
It's
rules are a
not
little
America. They got a lot of rules.
they rules are a little bit different. I'm trying to think. Wakanda is out of the question, I know. But can't get
So like if we did
yes,
like Africa or something, man, that'd have to be like a couple weeks, man.
the Jazz Fest. Yes, this one right here. That's a bucket
Switzerland,
list event.
Okay.
That's a bucket list event right there. Absolutely.
Right. I ain't trying to go nowhere and get locked up, cause especially nowhere out the country. I'm a long way from home. You know.
Yeah. I wanna go to a poorer country so I ain't gotta spend as much money. You go to them countries, ain't got, their conversion a little different. You get out there and get the ball in Switzerland, you out there and you kind of like, this feel like I'm broke again. I'm back in the States.
I got you.
But I definitely want to do Switzerland. Definitely want to do, because that Jazz Fest is epic. Again, it's a bucket list trip. Yeah, we can do a time. Hey, I'm with it. I'm with the time. Sure. I still got between 65 and 70 days of vacation saved up. So
man,
I'm with it.
Nah, see, you on that Camp Burrell stuff up there bragging about your vacation time. To us common folk.
Hey, I'm just saying, God is good, and if you was blessed, you'd get 2.5 days a month of vacation. You gotta check your friends and see.
What's up? But let's plan that. Let's do that. We can do a whole bloodline. Oh, that'd be nice.
Let's write that down.
We can plan that out. Let me put that on my marker board.
International bloodline trip. So if y'all don't have your passport, you got time to get them. We're gonna try and plan this. We're gonna try and plan this out correctly. We're gonna try and plan this out correctly.
We've been working on the kids' passport because we've been trying to get them to get some international travel up under their belt. You know what I'm saying? So they can experience different cultures, man. Like that's what I love. Like cultural difference, man. Like I go somewhere and I be like in a straight, like what people say, a culture shock. Like you be like, hey, they live like this, they doing it like this, but you know what I'm saying? But they straight survive and they, you know what I'm saying? They getting it by any means. It's beautiful.
Right.
I love that. I love to see that.
I can't go here. I love the relationship I'm in.
Brazil.
I ain't going to Brazil.
I seen them soccer and volleyball. Well, even the police women, I seen pictures of. I can't go to Brazil.
Brazil off the list.
Like the little chick I messed with, she went down there. She was an exchange student.
This.
For a year.
I'm Japan. Doing this. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll meet y'all there.
Let's talk about it more. Let's do that.
All right. I'm gonna write it down.
That's on our list. We had Japan. We had for like our 3rd year anniversary. We was gonna go like to Maldives. You know what I'm saying? Cause we love the bungalows. They got a little spot called the bungalows in Maldives. Oh man, it looks so beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen that too.
Oh yeah, we ain't going to Brazil because
oh yeah, it's a beast. It's a beast. It's a beast. And the corruption down there is even worse.
So astounding.
So I'm steering clear of Brazil, but Japan, we gonna brainstorm on that one, because that's actually something fairly feasible. Let's get through the holiday season. You know, kids are about to start going back to school, and then we got the holiday season and all the other stuff. So let's get through all of that. But let's start looking at the different costs and a group to see what it would look like for the first international family bloodline trip. See what we can do.
Should we go international for the first trip, or should we?
Hell yeah.
Go big or stay home. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. And if y'all can't make it, don't worry, because we're gonna broadcast. We're gonna be there.
Boy, I wish I had a couple cap guns. You heard me?
Right. So let's look at that. And I think that's I think that's I think that's feasible. I think that's feasible. So yeah, let's get back on track though. So what got you effed up? Cause I'm gonna put this guy back up here.
Oh, I just told you, the co-workers, the bosses.
Oh, okay, yeah, the
I've
boss.
been stuck in that situation, you know what I'm saying, where they tried to coerce me into getting into a situation that I know I ain't got no part of. You hear me? That ain't me. You hear me? Nah,
All
So
right.
that had me effed up.
So I'm trying to think of what got me effed up. I tell you what got me effed up. I am too long in the tooth. I've been working my job way too long to work as hard as I worked a couple days ago for 2 days straight. It was like I was back at damn Contico. I was in a warehouse. I worked so damn hard trying to get stuff squared away that my hand, I still got rheumatic fever. My damn hand cramped up, and I had to take my left hand and pull my fingers back straight. And I had to set my hand down on the desk so that my hand wouldn't keep curling back up because I was working so damn hard. And I looked at this and I was like, man, this is it. This is why I need to retire.
It's a couple things. It's age, carpal tunnel, or dehydration. And if it's a combination of all three of them, yeah,
Well,
it's time.
it's not carpal tunnel. It's rheumatic fever, age, and dehydration.
Okay.
So I had to set an appointment. I got an appointment next week to go get my damn hands and wrists looked at because my shit been hurting ever since.
Okay.
So that's what got me effed up. I am not doing that again. I'm too long in the tooth, and I'm not taking any more for the home team no more. That's the bottom line. I just ain't. It's a wrap.
I feel you, amigo.
Why, Rick? What happened? What happened?
First of all, why are you messing with mayonnaise and not Miracle Whip?
Ooh, there you go. Okay. We were talking about Brazil. I got this little Brazilian coffee. I'm gonna go put it in some hot water in a second.
I can't do Java. I'm a cappuccino espresso type. I mean, a cappuccino guy.
Oh, I see.
I told you, man, I'm civilized, man. A little boozy and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You get that
I
little
sit with
cup.
my pinky up. You know what I'm saying?
Drink it like.
You know what I'm saying?
What you gotta do once you get them little cups and you drink it with your pinky up. After you finish, you gotta say a French word and give a French laugh. So you drink it. Très bien.
Très bien. I just say ooh la la.
Yeah, oh la la, c'est très bien. Oh, c'est très bien. But yeah, that's what got me effed up. I worked too hard. Sorry about that, Rick. I'm sorry the mayonnaise dude got you effed up.
Yeah.
All right, let's get down to what's
Thank
going
you,
on,
Mom.
AJ?
Thank you, Mom. Oh,
that's
McDonald's messed my stuff up. I went to McDonald's this morning. They tried to give me a little sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. They gave me a sausage, bacon, and cheese biscuit. I opened that mug up and was disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't none of the stuff I ordered, but hash browns be fired though. But anyway.
Yeah, and you got to be careful. You can't go back up in McDonald's here lately because folks been going to McDonald's tripping. So they probably going to strap. They probably coming to work strapped now, especially in St. Louis.
Man. Too many weird folks working there too. So I'm just
this whole generation kind of odd to me. But anyway, you got final thoughts, Cuzzo, before we sign off?
Oh, like always, man. Check on your people. Respect it. I mean, check the evil. Check on your people. Love all, man. Just be genuine out here. That's all I ask, man. Just people just have a open heart, open mind. Just be genuine to the next man, next woman. That's me. Give them their roses while they hear it.
Absolutely. My final thoughts are the competition and the frustrations between men and women, especially in our culture, is absolutely foolish. Absolutely foolish. We all need each other. We all need each other. Never forget that. That's the only way that we can survive is with the help of each other. So swallow your pride, throw your ego out the window,
Right. You got
and
final thoughts, bro?
figure
No
out how to
final
love
thoughts?
each other. You got no
These
final
Rick
thoughts,
final
good?
thoughts. These Rick final thoughts right there. If you can't get the order right, you gotta know how to fight. I love her. She crazy.
That's what's up, Rick. So listen, bloodliners, we gonna come back. We gonna get this trip planned. We're gonna get this trip planned out so we can get on an international trip, get out of the country, experience something different. Let's live a little bit.
And wherever we go, I'm wearing his hat.
Do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I dare you.
Oh yeah. I'm wearing his hat.
For sure. All right. With that being said, hey, in the wise words of Russell Simmons, thank you for coming out. God bless. And good night.
Good night, good people.